Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I have a very special guest with me.
Hi. I should introduce myself.
Yes.
I am Ash Kenyail and I live here in Korea. I have a YouTube channel and yeah, I'm here with Ann. We're here to talk about some vegan stuff.
Yeah. So I met Ash. We've actually kind of known each other before we met at orientation, like for a few months because of the epic cacao chat group that was formed. So we've kind of known each other since.
Yeah, so we met in like Cyber met in like July or June? Like, June or July.
July, yeah.
Yeah, and then we met like in person in February at the orientation.
Yeah. So we've known each other for quite some time, but we're barely finally doing a video together.
I know, right? Except, I guess we've been in each other's like vlogs.
Yeah.
But like vacation vlogs, but not like an actual sit down type of video.
Yeah. So we're finally doing a video together and we're going to be doing some videos on her channel as well. So today we are going to be talking about being non-vegan versus being vegan and plant-based living in Korea. I feel like there are videos about it on YouTube, but I feel like it's still something that people kind of wonder about and like want to know, am I going to be able to be vegan living in Korea? So we're going to talk about that here today. So if you are interested, then keep on watching. So first, where do you live?
So I live in Daegu, which is southeastern Korea.
Okay, so she lives in Daegu and I live in Sejong or Jocheon, as most of you know. Daegu is a pretty big city in Korea.
Yeah, Daegu is like what, like number 3? I think it's the
3 or 4.
I think like maybe the largest, one of the largest cities in Korea. And it's a big metro city. There's a U.S. military base there, so it's a pretty big city.
Yeah, and in Sejong and Jocheon, no.
The struggle is real.
It's so real. And I'm not even vegan. In Daegu, where do you tend to eat in restaurants?
So there's, well, first of all, in the beginning, I didn't know where to eat, but I slowly became patient and realized there are some options there. So I usually eat at Loving Hut, which is a vegan restaurant. There's 2 Loving Hut locations in Daegu, and Loving Hut is like an international chain. Like it's in Australia, it's in America, it's in Korea, and it's in like a whole lot of other countries, like Vietnam too. So I eat there, and then there's some other restaurants that have plant-based options or vegetable options, but and they'll like kind of veganize it for you per se. Taj Mahal is a location in Daegu. They have like a vegan menu. Ito's, which is a sports bar pizza place, which is in downtown Daegu. They can veganize your pizza for you.
Oh, wow.
They unfortunately they don't have vegan cheese yet, but you can take the cheese off, just get the sauce and get the vegan toppings. The crust is already vegan. Hai Thai is a Thai restaurant. They have a vegan menu and it's really good. And there's a couple other like Korean like traditional Korean restaurants where they can do some vegan things for you. But usually if I go to like a traditional Korean restaurant, I'm usually only getting bibimbap, which you know. Get bibimbap. For anybody who doesn't know, bibimbap is a traditional Korean dish, and it's basically got rice and vegetables, and they usually put an egg and meat in it, so you can take the egg and meat out.
So I think here in Sejong and Jocheon, there's not really vegan options, and if there are, they don't really make it known. Like yesterday we were looking for food to eat, and I think we were gonna go into Subway, and as we were walking past Subway, we saw this like salad bowl type of restaurant, and we saw that they actually had vegan food. Yeah,
they had like 2 vegan dishes. It was like a vegetable bowl with just rice, different beans and different vegetables. And I use actually an app called Happy Cow, which tells you vegan restaurants or restaurants that have vegan options in it, and that wasn't on like the app when Sejong City didn't even come up on.
So on Happy Cow, like when you look up Sejong, sometimes in general, like it doesn't really come up because the city was just built in 2012. So either they don't have a lot of options available here in Sejong, or it just doesn't come up when you search it.
But that's nice to know that they have that option. And it was really good too.
It was good. It was really good. Yeah. So what do you eat at home?
So at first, girl, I didn't know what to eat at home, to be honest. Like, I didn't know how to cook in Korea because I couldn't find the stuff I was needing. But now that I have my seasonings, I was blessed that my friends and family sent me some seasonings. So now that I have that, it's been good. But I usually buy like fresh produce, like just, like spinach, carrots, zucchini. What else do I buy? Beans. And I'll like just cook that at home and just put some seasoning on it. Eat some rice with it. And I'll also like sometimes make like veggie wraps with some tortillas and stuff. Like I usually go to Home Plus to get like the barbecue sauce. They have like some barbecue sauce that's like imported, that's vegan, and some tortilla wraps. And yeah, I just usually make that kind of stuff at home.
So would you say that Home Plus and Coupang are like your go-tos and iHerb?
I've never ordered from Coupang. I've
Really?
only ordered, no, not yet. I've only ordered from
We've been here for how long and you have not ordered on Coupang?
No, only G Market. I've ordered nutritional yeast from G Market because do you even know what that is? Most people, okay, because I know a lot. I didn't know what nutritional yeast was until I started being vegan. But nutritional yeast, a lot of times people will use that to give certain foods like a little spike. And also, it can be used when you're trying to make like a non-dairy like cheese. It can be used to make it like kind of like cheesy flavor or whatever. So yeah, usually I go to Home Plus and get some things. I've gotten nutritional yeast from G Market, but that's it. And I just go to the traditional Korean grocery store and get like my fresh produce and beans.
Coupang and iHerb, amazing. I think iHerb is more, I feel like they have a lot of vegan-y options and they provide free shipping to Korea and they have a lot of US products on their site. Okay. So it's really good.
Yeah, I missed out on that. I missed out on a lot of things. And also, like, with being vegan in Korea, I feel like you really have to be patient. Because in the beginning, like, I feel like many people, or at least me, I was really frustrated because it was, like, hard to find certain things that I was looking for. But it's here, outside of Seoul, like, the options exist. You just can't easily assess it, and you just have to be a little patient with it.
So do you tend to eat out or stay at home? Like, what's your preference?
I like to do both. I like to eat out, and I like to eat at home. Sometimes if I get a little lazy and I don't feel like cooking, or like maybe I ran out of, like, food for the day or something, then I'll, like, go out to eat at, like, Loving Hut, or Ito's, the pizza place, or Hai Thai, which is an amazing Thai food restaurant in downtown Daegu. But I also like to eat at home too. Save money, eat at home.
Yeah. I wish I ate at home more. But for me, I feel like groceries go really bad really quickly here in Korea. And since I go out almost every weekend, I'm always traveling. So by the time I come home, all my groceries are bad. So it just motivates me to not want to buy groceries or even cook it. So I end up eating out or just getting delivery all the time.
When I first got here, I feel like I was eating out more than usual because I just didn't know like where to go. And I also was going through some things. Remember, I didn't have the phone plan either, so I couldn't get around. I couldn't use my navigation when I was outside of Wi-Fi because I didn't have a phone plan yet. So it was rough. It was definitely rough in the beginning, but it got better.
When you eat out, like at a place that doesn't have any vegan options, do you think that you pretty much just always go for bibimbap?
Yes.
And maybe, what is it called?
Kimbap.
Kimbap, yeah.
Yeah, no, usually I just go for bibimbap. There may be some places that if they make the kimbap like right in front of you, they may be able to make it vegan, like taking out like any eggs or meat or seafood. But for the most part, I will go for bibimbap. Another thing I will say is that if you are plant-based or vegan and you come into Korea and you're in the areas that don't really cater to a lot of vegans, you're trying to veganize a dish, make sure that when you say meat in Korea, they don't think that seafood is meat, so make sure you say no seafood, no meat. Because if you say no meat, then you might still have like fish and squid and all that other stuff that's in the sea in it. So you just have to be very explicit about what you do and do not want if you try to veganize things.
So with being vegan in Korea, how does that affect your social life? Like when you're at school eating lunch or when you hang out with friends, like are they willing to want to go to a vegan restaurant or you just go on your own? And
yeah, it's very challenging. I'll start with school first. Veganism and plant-based is just a very foreign concept to many Koreans. They're like, who, what, where, what?
No meat?
What are you doing with your life? So like I feel like a lot of them don't really understand it. At my school, when I was going to the school lunch, I actually bring my own lunch to school each day, and they would always ask me questions about what I was eating, or they would ask me, are you ever going to eat the school lunch? And like I even had like a letter written in Korean explaining to my school that I was vegan, what I did and did not eat, and that I would be bringing my lunch every single day. And they still would ask like every so often, like, are you ever going to eat the school lunch? And I'm like, didn't we discuss this already?
We talked about this.
We talked about this like yesterday and last week and the week before. So I feel like it can be a little challenging at school, but you just have to. And then also, especially when the kids offer you food or the staff like will offer you things. And I heard in Korea it's better to take it and instead of saying no. I heard it's like more polite to do that. So it was kind of challenging because they would be offering me things that I couldn't eat. And so then later I would just either like throw it away or give it to someone else. But I've gotten a little more comfortable with going ahead and just saying no thank you sometimes to some school staff. Now with friends, I actually don't have any friends in Daegu or associates even in Daegu who are plant-based. So when we go out to eat, that is kind of challenging. Like sometimes maybe I'll try to eat beforehand, or I'll try to see if like they have like bibimbap or something at the restaurant that we're going to. But there are some people like you who look out for you, girl, and like will be like, hey, let's see if there's an option for Ash or whatever. Like when we were in Busan, we went to that lovely hamburger restaurant.
Oh, good. That was my first time ever eating a vegan anything. Well, like something that's specifically vegan. So
I'm happy
good.
You liked it. But I won't lie, sometimes it does get a little lonely a little bit because sometimes I want to like be able to just have somebody like on the same page with me where we can just go out to eat and I don't have to worry about, oh well, will they even want to eat there, or or they're worrying about me like, well, what is she gonna eat here if we go to this chicken place. So sometimes it does get a little lonely, but I'm pretty flexible, and I've gone through that back home too, because like I don't think any of my family members are plant-based, so it's just kind of a part of the journey. Yeah, just another challenge you got to keep on pushing through.
Okay. Oh, and this is where you look.
Oh, I don't know if I've been looking there.
Yeah, I was like, should I tell Ash? But she's
I think I've been looking here.
Yeah, you want to look here?
My bad.
Yeah, that's fine. Do you have any tips for people who are vegan or plant-based and they plan on either moving to Korea,
go to Seoul,
or they're either moving to Korea or they're coming to travel? Like, what tips do you have?
Yeah, so I would say if you're in Seoul, then you will be just fine. There are so many plant-based restaurants and vegetarian restaurants all over Seoul, and I feel like they have like even the grocery stores where you can get like some of the vegan stuff, and it's pretty easily accessible. So if you're in Seoul, great. If you're visiting or going to be living outside of Seoul, just know that it's going to be challenging and it may take some time. It's not something that you'll get right away, but you can go online to get things like G Market. Now it may be kind of on the expensive side. G Market, is it Coupang? Coupang. Oh, see, I don't know how to pronounce it. Coupang. Are some options where you can get some things. Loving Huts. Most Loving Hut locations in Korea have like a small little grocery store, so you can get some things that that are frozen that you can take home. Like they'll even have like vegan noodles that you can take home. Wow. What else? They have like vegan breads, vegan cookies, vegan soy protein. Usually it's like tofu or soy. The options are there. You just have to be patient, because I know that was like, it was like that for me. Like I was like, how come I can't just go find stuff like right away? And just be patient. And I would definitely say if you plan on moving to Korea and you are plant-based or vegetarian, you should definitely bring some seasonings with you. I didn't bring seasonings when I moved to Korea. Did you?
I didn't
bring any.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of had a feeling I wouldn't be cooking a lot anyway, so I didn't bother. And another thing that I just thought of is that, before coming to Korea, I feel like, at least on my channel, I definitely tell people to join expat Facebook groups. So what Facebook, is there a Facebook group for vegans in Korea and then like vegans in Daegu? Because I'm pretty sure there's one for vegans in Seoul.
There's there's a lot of actually vegan Facebook groups. Most of those are in Seoul. I can't remember the exact names right now, but I'm going to tell you them and maybe you can drop them in the captions.
Yes, I'll put them in the description box and on the screen.
But in Daegu, there is one called Vegans in Daegu. It's either called Vegans in Daegu or Daegu Vegans. And it's really small right now, but it's starting to grow. And actually, I've been in contact with the guy who created it, and we actually had a very, very small meetup at this Mexican restaurant in Daegu. Actually, I can't remember the name of this Mexican restaurant, but they have some vegan options where you can like veganize it, like taking out the cheese and taking out the meat. So I'm gonna have to tell you the name of that restaurant.
Yes,
and you
girl,
can drop that. You can drop that in the comments.
I don't care about the comments in the
not the comments, but it's like really delicious. We had like a small meetup there, and I've actually, since Thanksgiving is around the corner, I've been talking to some of them, and we've been talking about maybe having a vegan potluck. So
that's so awesome.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's so nice to be able to have that community while you're here in Korea, and even before you move to Korea, just to know that if you have any questions or any concerns, that you have people to rely on or ask questions and things. I think that's all my questions that I have for Ash. So if you have any questions or comments, you can definitely leave them in the comments down below. Or you can also just subscribe to Ash's channel.
Yeah. ASHKENYAIL.
I'll leave it up above and also in the description box down below. And I'll also leave the videos that we're doing together on her channel. So we're going to be talking about our adjustment of teaching in Korea, for me being a younger teacher and for Ash being a little bit of an older.
You see how she did that? Like, she's like, how do I politically correct? No. How do I say this politically correctly?
You're not even that
older teacher. Old and gray, y'all, and wrinkly. Black don't crack, so no.
You're not even that old. We're going to be talking about that on her channel, and we're also going to be talking about just our experience of being Black in Korea. So if you're interested in that, then definitely check out her channel. Again, I'll leave everything linked up above and also in the description box below. So thank you for coming all the way to see me and being on my channel.
I wanted to see your city. Yes. I'm also going to be making a vlog of my time, our time here.
So I know there have been quite a few people asking me to make videos about showing what sejong and gochujang look like, because there's really not a lot of information about it on the internet. So I do have a playlist of all the videos that I've made about sejong and gochujang, and I'll also leave Ash's vlog of sejong and gochujang in the playlist as well, and also in this video too, so you can check that out if you're interested. So yeah, I totally forgot about that. Thank you for mentioning that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, definitely make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to both of our channels. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Bye.